Alrighty guys, back again with part 3 of 1993 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures of the original Playmates line. And yeah, I got a few new pickups recently. Just wanted to show them at the beginning because they are part of the 1993 line. Now, I already showed you this guy, which is Leo, the Samurai Leo from the movie 3. And then I picked up this guy right here off eBay. He's pretty expensive, about $60 for this guy. This is obviously the Raph. He is missing his mask there. But yeah, I picked up him. So we'll get a closer look at him. Pretty cool looking figure nonetheless. Needs some cleaning probably. I see a little bit of dust going on there. But overall, he's in pretty good shape. I don't notice a lot of wear and tear, but you can see obviously on the armor there is some rub there. So he's not perfect, but what do you expect? These guys are pretty hard to find. I don't know if I've ever seen too many of the giant samurai turtles out in the wild, but yeah, you can still find them on eBay, so that's a plus. Somewhere on the planet, someone finds them, just not always us. The mask's always really loose on these things, just kind of floating around. A lot of times they'll be missing that entire part, but it's cool that I've seen this guy had it, so I had to jump on that. Pretty cool though, so there we go. That is the giant Raph samurai figure. So we'll just put him off to the side here. And then we got the movie star Leo, which I also picked up on eBay for $40. So I'm going by the price range. I'm seeing these guys. And this guy's in really good shape. So I got a pretty good deal on him. But a lot of times when you see these guys on eBay, I think I actually won this in the auction for about $28, but then they charged me like $20 shipping. So he's closer to $50, I would say, if I remember correctly. But yeah, around that. They're around $40 to $50, I would say, on average to find some of these. But I've seen some up into like $70, $80 range. So you just got to find a good deal if you're going to go shop on eBay. So there's him. Like I said, we already kind of looked at Leo before. I did pick up Dawn also on eBay. I went to the dark eBay webs to find some of these guys. And he's in decent shape too. I had to clean him off a little bit. I tried to clean these guys when I got them because they had some paint rub. So like a lot of it that was on there is not on there. I'm going to miss some spots though. But overall, he's in really good shape. Let's just look at his 1992. But 1993 figures produced in 92. But yeah, this is my favorite, my Dawn right here. Pretty cool. And then, of course, this guy right here, which this one is what started me going and buying from eBay. I found him actually at a local flea market. Now, he does have some wear and tear on his, I don't know if a dog or a kid or something chewed on his, or that's just wear and tear from the years, I don't know, but you have a little bit of damage to the tip of the mask there. But overall, he's in pretty decent shape as well. Got him for $10. $10 for this Raph right here at the local flea market. See, that's a big difference between paying $50 and $60 to $70 and getting one for $10 at the local place. So if you can find them, you usually can find them pretty cheap. But if you go to eBay, you're going to be paying the big bucks. So $10 for him, about $40 for Dawn, and $40 for Leo. And then this guy down here, this guy over here, I should say, $60. So pretty expensive. I couldn't find Michelangelo. I wanted to find Michelangelo, but the only one they had on the dark web of eBay was, unfortunately, like, I don't know, $80 to $100 for one in pretty poor shape, and then they had ones in boxes, of course, for a couple $100. So yeah, wasn't going to do that, guys. But anyways, let's get into the rest of this video, and yeah, let's get on to the next thing. Alrighty, so for this line right here, we got the Ninja Action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. And like it says, we got the 4 brothers right here, and they have little unique abilities for each action figure. This one right here is Black Belt Boxer Mike. And yeah, the figure's looking really good shape. I do like how they illustrated like the face. They just look like angry, kind of like the original ones that came out. They got the kind of same look in their face there. I do like that. They got little scarring and little marks on the shell here. And I do like the coloring and everything they put into these turtles. I think they looked really well. But yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do with these guys. You can't move the legs. The legs are stationary. You can move the arms. You can move the head. But yeah, all the spring action's obviously in the legs, so you can't do anything other than what it's meant to do. And for this guy, like it says, he's a black belt boxer Mike, so I guess he can lean him back, and he kind of jumps forward like that and takes out Raph. But I'm sure if you have more experience playing with these things, you would probably be better at it than me. But that's all he does basically. So that is his skill. In a great shape though. He's just missing his nunchucks to go back here. You should have him in his hand, and then you'd have him just leap at somebody. So that is black belt boxer Mike. And then let's take a look at Raph here. Now this is Jump Attack Jiu-Jitsu Raph IL, and he would also come with his size, but I don't have those either. And the same idea here. He's gonna have his spring action in the feet here. You can kind of hear it a little rough, but he's gonna do a jump attack. So a little bit more better than Michelangelo's, but still, it's all about that skill level that I don't have. But that is Raphael. And just get a closer look at him again. I do like there's a mark here. It looks like I could probably get that off, but you do see these like little scratches and scrapes in the shell, which are meant to be there. That's by design, and I think that looks really cool. I like how they do that. I like how they do the shells. So yeah, I like all that, but like I said, there's a limited amount you can really do with these figures. You can move the heads, the arms a little bit, and then you just have that spring action in the feet. So yeah, so that is Jump Attack Jiu-Jitsu Raphael. Now we got a little bit different here. This is Cartwheelin' Donatello. I think it's Cartwheelin' Ninja Donatello. I think that's right, yeah. So he has these built-in bow staffs back here. Kind of just, I don't think you can't remove these that I know of. They seem like they're in there pretty good. I'm assuming if you took out this screw, you could probably detach all this, but I don't think you're supposed to. But this, like I said, he's supposed to be able to cartwheel. So he would go to the side here. Kind of a cartwheel. I don't know what you would call that. Let's try it again. I didn't let go of his foot quick enough. But yeah, so it'd take a little work here. I think this is probably why I didn't really play with these as a kid too much. I was probably just getting mad because I had to keep doing this. But I could see a kid that would just constantly want to do little cartwheels and stuff with these figures, I guess. But like I said, this is probably one of the last figures I remember getting as a kid. There's a paint mark right here, I just noticed. But other than that, these figures are in really good shape. Just a few little markups here and there. And like I said, I do like how they do the shells and everything. Pretty cool. Little battle damage going on there. And last but not least, we got Leonardo here. And this is Somersault Samurai Leo. So he's got his sword back here. And like I said, he's supposed to be able to do a somersault. Maybe. A partial somersault, maybe. But, yeah, these guys are not the easiest figures to play with. You just got to depend on those springs. He's not wanting to do much there. I guess that was close enough. He's supposed to land on his foot, like flip around, land on his feet. But, oh, almost. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'm having a little fun with this, I guess. I probably have more fun with it now than I did when I was a kid. But yeah, these are not, to me, these were not the funnest. Even now, it's just the, like, let me land one. And it's not too successful. Yeah, I suck at this. But anyways, you got the idea. The spring, you're supposed to be able to get them to do their little somersaults and flips and turns and all that fun stuff. But that is it for the Ninja Action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Let's move on to the next set. Alrighty, so for our next set, here are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Troll figures. And these are obviously they made small ones, which are the ones in 1993, which are the normal size turtles, 3-4 inches. Minus the hair, because the hair is going to add on a couple inches there. But yeah, they did make giant troll turtles, and I've never seen one in my lifetime. I don't know if there's just so few. I mean, there's some on eBay, but I've never seen one like in person. So yeah, if you find a giant turtle, hold on to the thing. I think I think people are selling loose ones for like $500 on eBay. I'm not 100% on that price range, but I know the last time I seen one on eBay, it was really expensive. I can't remember if it was loose or if it was in a box, but I know it was up there and I wasn't going to pay it. But these guys, I have to say they are pretty cute. We take a look at Dawn here. Now, this isn't the actual belt that comes with the turtles here. The actual belt are these ones right here, that, like the one that's on Raph. It's like kind of like a pizza buckle looking belt. Now that is the belt that comes with the troll figures. This was just one that I had that was extra that I just put on them because why not? It's better than having no belt. And it actually fit him. I was surprised it fit the figure fine. But yeah, these are pretty cute figures, man. They did the little, you know, troll eyeballs there. You know, they got the hair that, you know, and the thing about this hair, like with all troll figures, you can see right there. I think they just kind of like glue it on the top of the heads. I think that's pretty much all there is to it. So a lot of times when you find these things out in the wild, or, you know, that have been out there for a while, this is either missing or somebody cut it or, you know, whatnot. But this is about the size of what the hair is. Now, if you sat there, like some people, maybe they brush this. I don't know. I've never brushed the hair of these trolls. That's probably how you keep them in good shape, though. But yeah, you can definitely see if you just pull the hair back a little bit, where it's starting to come up from where it was glued or whatever on the top of the head there. But overall, very good shape for this figure. I think it's on the back. Yeah, where the belt is there, 1993. So yeah, the information for what year and everything's on the shell for these guys. But yeah, overall, cool figure. And like I said, I'll put a picture of what they looked like in the box. And they came with about the basic stuff. I think they just came with their normal weapons, like he would have came with a sword or something. But I don't have any accessories to show you guys. But let's look at Michelangelo here. And the same thing, I just put a random turtle belt on him. Well, I mean, it's a Michelangelo belt, but not for him, this specific figure. But yeah, same thing. He's in pretty good shape. You can see you pull back a little bit if I wanted to yank his hair off. His hair is actually a lot better than... there's something in it there, but fluff ball or something going on there. But his hair is actually in a lot better shape than Leo's was. As you can see, Leo's got kind of like a dreadlock, mangled looking hair going on there. This is a lot more softer and free flowing. But these are very cute figures, man. I would love to find at least a Donatello, since that's my favorite turtle, giant one to get someday. I don't know if I'll get all four of them because, like I said, they're hard to find and they're expensive. And I don't know if I want to pay, you know, $2,000 for some troll figures. But if you're an insane collector, I'm sure you would like to. But yeah, same thing with him. I think he came with like some nunchucks or something. I'll put the box here for you guys to see what he came with. But very cool, very cute figures. And then we got my favorite Donatello here. And again, his hair is not as good. It's kind of balled up here in the center. I mean, you still got all this going on, but yeah, he's he's probably not the best. Same thing here. You can see where it's starting to come up a little bit there. Not much. It's actually on there pretty good. It's just you can see the stitchings or whatnot where it's glued there. But again, cute figure. Love these eyes that they put in these troll figures. So... 1993, and like I said, he actually has the original belts. They came with a little pizza buckle here. Cool. So that is Donatello. And last but not least, last but not least, we got Raphael here. And yeah, he's got the belt buckle there like he's supposed to. He's got them cool eyes. He's got that ball hair thing. Not ball. That sounds terrible. Ball hair. No, he doesn't have ball hair, like, in that sense, but he has balled up hair here in the center like Donatello did. And, but otherwise, pretty decent. I think, by far, I mean, I guess they all kind of have that in the center. I don't know, I don't play with trolls, but I know that Mike has the best hair here of this set. I guess these guys are pretty much the similar. I guess they all kind of have that extra hair in the center, and then it just flows out here, but... Overall, pretty wacky, pretty cool looking figures. But yeah, 1993 troll figures. Go out and get them. I don't think these guys are real hard to find. But I'm thinking if you're going to go on eBay or something, you're probably going to pay like $30 plus dollars, especially if they have their actual belt, because I don't think they had a whole lot of accessories. Like I think he might have came with some size or something, but that was about it. I know a lot of times, like I said, they could be missing their hair, or somebody chopped their hair, or they're missing their belts. A lot of times they're just missing their belts. Yeah, I don't know. So like I said, you'll probably pay about 20-30 bucks. I'm thinking loose without accessories somewhere on eBay. If their hair is messed up and they're all banged up, you might get them for like 10 bucks or something. But I would say these guys seem like they're getting rare to find. I haven't seen these guys out in like a thrift store forever, but they are still online and available on eBay. So you'd probably be able to get them if you wanted to. Very cute figures. I would love to get the jumbo size ones, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky someday. But that is it for the Troll figures from 1993. Let's move on to the next one. All right, up next we got the Road Ready Mutation figures. Now, this actually had 4 figures in all. I'm missing one of them, which is the Donatello one. He's a race car. I'll put that up now so you can see what he actually looked like in the box and everything. I think that one was pretty cool. The race car, I think, was probably the nicest. Maybe not. I don't know. There's some cool looking ones in here, like Shredder turns into the mutant modular drill thing. Splinter turns into the turtle van. And as you can probably guess, Leo right here turns into a fire truck. And I wasn't going to mutate them because I figured it's going to be probably a pain in the ass. And I'm not a Transformer guy or kid or anything. I never had Transformers when I was a kid. These figures I never had until I was an adult and I started collecting the line. So these are definitely something I didn't play with when I was a kid. Not something I'd probably be interested in, like I said, because I was like past the era of, I think, when Transformers were real big, and I just never really got into them. But you know what? I'll try to transform these guys. I've never done it before, never messed with them. I don't know if they're missing parts or if they're broken, but I guess we'll find out. I'll probably have to speed up the video because I don't know if it's going to be difficult. And it's going to take me forever, and I don't want to do 15 minutes of me trying to figure out a figure. So I may have to speed it up a little bit. If not, we'll find out. But we'll take a look at, let's do the fire truck first. Now, as you can see, this is Leo. They're just called Road Ready Leo, Road Ready Splinter, so forth. And you can see they're real bulky. They don't have a lot of, you can't really move the arms too much. I mean, you can move them up and down, I guess, but it's just, yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do with these figures. You can move the heads and everything, but I don't know, they're just so damn boxy looking. And yeah, you can tell. I mean, it almost looks good, like he's a fireman. He has like maybe like a fireman backpack type deal thing here, like he's gonna, you know, put out some fires, I guess. But yeah, very boxy looking. But anyways, let's try to get into transforming, which I have no idea how to do. But we're gonna try here. Yeah, pull that out first. We got the fire truck ladder. Fold him up in there. Okay, starting to see what we can do a little bit here. We're going to want to get these arms in here somehow or another. There we go. Put the arms up here. There we go. I'm getting all out of the camera. Can't even see what I'm doing. But, yeah, so we got that. The head just kind of, I guess, drops down in here. Almost complete. That was pretty easy so far. I think this, yeah, there's a license plate down here, so we're going to use that to block the feet. Maybe, if I don't knock the camera over. Use that to block the feet. There we go. Get this fire truck, bring this down. Now we got the problem here with the legs. I need to fold them up somehow. Down in here. Okay, so I see this is probably where the pain's going to be. It's almost complete. I need to get these legs adjusted. But that was actually pretty simple. So I guess a kid, you know, 8 years old or whatever, 6-year-old kid could probably do this better than I could. But Alrighty, so I messed with the legs a little bit. Such a pain in the ass. I don't know what's going on with these legs. I can't get them to fit in there just right, so I must be doing something wrong. But I did realize that you need to move the head up inside. Looks like he's kind of driving there. And then you have this piece right here that folds up, like the siren going. So this is what he looks like fully transformed into the fire truck. But again, as you can see, the legs aren't sitting exactly the way they need to. There's a little bump here, so it's not going to sit right. I mean, it looks all right, but the wheels in the front are not going to move because the legs are protruding out right here. And I don't know. I messed around. I tried to maneuver it in there different ways. I'm sure there's a way to get it to fit snug in there. But this is good enough for me. Messing around with it. Took me a good few minutes to do this. But yeah, it was pretty simple, you know, doing the arms and everything else. It was just, I can't figure out the legs. I couldn't get the legs to sit in there properly. Everything else was real simple. But yeah, there it is, the fire truck with Leo driving there. So yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Previously on the last video here, we were talking about this road ready Leo. I mutated him into his fire truck. And I was just about to get into the shredder and had to go. So unfortunately, we didn't get to finish right then and there. So we're going to continue that here today and take a look at this shredder first. So let's move these guys out of the way. And take shredder over here and let's try to mutate this guy. Now I had another shredder and I messed around with him a little bit. I just picked him up and yeah, I had some, he was very loose. Like these pieces were very loose. It was very hard to try to get him to work for me here. So we had to deal with that. But this is pretty simple. You got the shredder here. His head pops up. And you're going to turn him around like so. Fold his head down. Move his legs up if we can here. And we're going to try to just fit this guy inside here the best we can. Maybe. Maybe if we can get him to sit in here just right. And these should just click together pretty easily. Looks like we're missing a gun right here. Oops. I wonder if the other shredder, I'll check out that other shredder. Might have to steal his gun if I'm missing it. But yeah, as you can see, it just clips together like this. These parts go up front here. Just take this piece right here, and then you can connect these two pieces together, or should be able to. There we go. Snapped it in there, snapped. So it's all good. And then we have this piece right here, which is kind of like the drill bit. And I'm not sure exactly how it fits in there. You think it would be able to slide it in somehow. I don't think that's on exactly the way it needs to be. But goes on there something like that. Now on the side here, that has wheels as well, where this would pop out. And I was messing around with this for a second there. And it's really hard to get these to flip. Like they're stuck in there. The other side I was able to pop out, as you can see right here. So yeah, these just kind of fold up in there, but for some reason, they didn't want to work for me. But you got the drill bit there. So this is shredder. I'll see if I can get his other wheels on the other side to pop out correctly. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. But I think they come out the top and they should flip down like this one did. So I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, that is the shredder and his mutant modular transformation thing here. So yeah, let's move on to Splinter and see how we can mess him up. But honestly, this is a pretty cool toy. I mean, I'm not really into the whole transforming thing, but I do like this shredder a lot better than I like the fire truck. Just I think that's because of this part right here, probably. I don't know. Just pretty cool, I guess. So let's move on to that Splinter. All right, so here we got the Splinter. And again, he's kind of boxy looking. And I've never transformed these, so this is all live and in person. But I think you pull this up somehow. I don't know. Too difficult for me to figure out, apparently, without some type of instruction manual. Oh, there we go. Okay. There, just need to pull the back here. Now we got a little steering wheel there. So I'm sure we're going to want him spinning around like this. Oh, this guy's all full of stuff going on here. This whole turtle van thing. Sticker's still on that. That's pretty cool. Gonna tuck Splinter in. I feel like I'm making these more difficult than they need to be. I'm assuming you just fold the legs up in here somewhere. There's that part. Is there a way to connect these? No, maybe? Not? Not today. Okay, so there's that. Then we gotta get these legs. Oh, the dreaded legs. That's always the problem for me. These damn legs. Okay, the tail's gonna get in the way. Let's hope not. Okay. This part needs to sit. As you can see, it connects with the little thing. If I can get it without, I think the tail's messing us up now. Goddamn tail. Excuse my language. Never say the G word in such a manner. But, anger. Alright, so we got a tail problem here. Where the hell did we put this tail? How do we move the tail? It doesn't. Maybe if we can move it up over the legs like that. I think we might have got it. Okay. There we go. This part needs to snap on better here. Is that broken or just not on all the way? I don't know. Anyways, minus the, I don't know if this is broken or just not. I think it just sits right here. So I guess that's it. But he was actually the easiest, surprisingly. I thought it would be more difficult for some reason. That's why I was saving him for last. Other than his tail and his feet needing to be shoved in there a little bit. He does have all his stickers still on here. Overall, this is a cool little, you know, this is nice too because they're real bulky. And then you can turn them into these vehicles and they don't seem as bulky. It seems a lot smaller. Something you could put on the shelf. I might just keep him on here and put him on my shelf like this. Because you can see him in there with his little steering wheel. That's pretty cool. I don't know. This might be my favorite. I don't know. Between this and the Shredder, I'm not a big fan of the fire truck. The sports car looked cool, but he looked incredibly weird as just the turtle. So I'd probably leave him in the sports car too. But anyways, guys, that is it for these mutations. Let's bring everybody in over here so we can see everybody in their road-ready forms. So, overall, pretty cool little things, I guess, for people that are into Transformers and stuff. Can be a pain in the ass. The turtle van was the easiest for some reason. I thought that was going to be the most difficult. The fire truck, you know, surprisingly, like I said, I never took these apart or done this before, so amazing that I didn't break something. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next stuff. This is the 1993 Toon line of action figures. Now, these figures are specifically based off the cartoon. There was 11 figures, I believe, in all, but as you can see, I only have 4 right here. The 4 brothers, which I only have Leonardo and Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo, all have special little effects, a little special feature to them for the little Toon crazy action or whatever you'd want to call it. So that's pretty unique. We'll get into these two's ability here later. But let's start with Zach the Neutrino right here. And he looks really cool overall. I mean, the figure's still in really good shape. I don't notice a lot of marks or anything. I do like the little outfit he has on here, the Neutrino outfit. I am missing his backpack thing here that connects back there. And he also had this big old like gun. I don't know if it's like some kind of laser blaster type deal. And then he has this little hoverboard here, which is cool. Still has the stickers on it. Cool stuff there. But yeah, all 3 of the Neutrinos came in the Toon line, which, as you can see, I'm missing the other 2. So that's no good, but I'll put up their pictures here so you can see what they looked like and what they came with, as well as him. But overall, very cool Neutrino figure. He can't really stand even on the hoverboard. He just wants to fall over on me. So we're just going to kind of lean him back right here. All right, so the next one we'll talk about is the Toon Shredder right here. Now, he's basically just a repaint of the original 1988 Shredder that came out. Basically has the same cape and everything, but instead of like the blue and stuff, we got a silver, and then on the mask we got silver. So yeah, not much of a difference, just a new fresh paint job to look more like the cartoon representation, but still the same figure that can't stand on his own without some type of stand or something. Overall, this one's in kind of rough shape. He's got a lot of paint wear. This is kind of a rare figure. I don't see a lot of him, but you can just see the paint's just rubbing off. Like this thing was played with well, I guess you would say. But yeah, so this is the variant. Now, as far as weapons, he pretty much comes with the same weapons from 1988. Like I said, it's basically just a new paint job. Now, these are colored different. On the cartoon, they're supposed to be red. These are the actual weapons that came with the original Shredder, in case you were wondering. But yes, not much else to this guy. Cool figure nonetheless. I don't know where... I don't even know if they put the dates. I think they're on the back here. Yeah. I don't even know if I can't even see what that says. It say 1988 Mirage Studios. So, not even the date says 93 on it. Just straight taken out of the factory and painted up, and voila, there you go. We ain't even going to change nothing with this Shredder other than the paint. So we'll put him over here for now. Now, these other two we got right here are the only two brothers I have, which is, of course, Leonardo and Raphael, missing Mikey and Donatello. But all these guys do is they have a little function back here. They got this little thing you can push in, and they have a little special effect. And as you can see, his eyes shoot out at you. And the same thing with these guys and their accessories. I'll put a picture up of what he came with. But it's the same idea. He comes with his katanas. I believe they're blue. I think they're all color-coded for each figure. But he came with his katanas, and he came with that TV. Everybody with that TV and the little special effect with it. But yeah, so he just has these eyes popping out of his head, having that cartoon effect. So, cool little figures, man. I like them. I mean, there's not much else to them. It's just a... I mean, this figure was probably, what, $4 or something when it came out. And even though you probably had 20 other variations of the Turtles before this, that's still cool just to have the eyes popping out like the cartoons. So, yeah, that is Leonardo's effect. And then we got Raphael, same idea. He came with his size and then the TV and maybe a few other things. I think they all came with a little pizza, but here's a picture of them with their accessories. And his effect is his head spins around just like you would in a cartoon. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do enjoy that. I believe they did come out with reproductions of the Turtles here, of the cartoon line. I don't think they came out with Neutrinos or Shredder or any of the News 6. Is that right? Station 6. They had Irma and Burn. I'll put all the photos up of them in their boxes now since I don't have them. But they had Irma, Burn, Vernon. I think we covered everybody. So they had all of them in there. Those are rare figures you don't find. And a funny thing about the Burn is I found him at like a flea market. And this is like in the earlier days of me collecting stuff. And I totally forgot that character. Like it was so long since I've seen the cartoon. And I remember seeing him and he was holding like a hamburger. Or he's like a cookie or something. I think it's a hamburger. And I was looking at him like, man, is this a Captain America like villain? Because that's what, for some reason, he resembled a Captain America from my memory as a kid. I was like, is this that Captain America villain? I was about to buy him just because of that. I was like, well, I used to watch Captain America. Not Captain America, Captain Planet. My mistake. Not Captain America, but Captain Planet. And for some reason, Byrne reminded me of a Captain Planet villain. I don't know why. So I ended up not picking him up. And I wish I didn't not do that. But unfortunately. Up next, we got these magnificent cave turtles. Now, I have to say, I think, this was 93. I think that's when the first Jurassic Park movie came out, right? So I don't know if that's where, like, inspiration for these guys came out or whatnot. But this surprises me as I never had these as a kid. But this is right up my alley, man. I'm all into dinosaurs and all that stuff when I was a kid. So, like, having cave turtles and them having, like, dinosaur mounts and stuff is right up my alley. So it surprises me I never had these as a kid. But I do like these figures. They haven't made reproductions of them. I don't think they will, just because they do come with their own little dinosaur and the packaging. Probably pretty expensive for them to put these out there, and if they didn't sell or whatnot, I think people would pick them up for sure. They're unique. They're cool. I do enjoy them. But you can still find these guys relatively, at least the actual turtle figures here are pretty easy to find. There's a lot of them out there for a pretty cheap price. I think you might pay $10 or something. I don't know. They're not that much, 10, $20. Now, the dinosaurs, on the other hand, are harder to find. But just look at this guy. So we got Mike, Cave Turtle Mike here. He's got, his little skull necklace here and the Michelangelo emblem there. He's got this bone attached to his mask going on here, looking like one of them like headdresses or whatever you'd call them. He overall just really cool. They did this like detail to the shell, just making him look like a real looking cave turtle. Even like the elbow pads and knee pads got a little style to them. Just really cool figures, man. This is something I would definitely want to eventually complete. I do want to complete everything, but sooner than later I would love to have the accessories and the actual dinosaur. He comes with a Stegosaurus, I believe. So Michelangelo comes with the Stegosaurus. I'll put up a picture of him in the original box here. But a very cool figure, guys. I do love these. He's one that I can't get to stand up, so he was on a stand. So we're just going to put him over here. And we'll take a look at Dawn here, which of course is my favorite turtle, as I always say. He's got this saber-toothed tiger helmet on here because he's a badass like that. He's got like this slingshot and this gun. Now, I didn't check, but I did have these in his little bag that I kept him in. So I'm assuming this is what he came with, but we'll put his box art up now so you guys can see. I know he did come with a Tyrannosaurus little mount, but unfortunately, as you can see, I don't have any of those. But very cool. I just love it. I think this is definitely, not just because I'm biased, because it's my favorite turtle. I just love the outfit. He just kind of has like a Hercules feel to him. Like, Hercules had like the lion helmet or whatever, the lion head. He's got a saber-tooth tiger one going on there. He just looks like a cave turtle. He's got the D for Dawn necklace. He's got his little hatchet there. They did a lot of work making Dawn look pretty cool. So I do enjoy that. But yeah, the thing I'm worried about is if this gun, I don't know why he would have a gun if this is supposed to be like the prehistoric times. But that's definitely what that looks like to me. So maybe that's not the right accessory, so don't judge for yourself, but we'll put him over here, and he actually can stand on his own, so we'll just set him up right there. And we'll take a look at Raphael here. Knock him off the stand. He's another one that can't stand up. And he has another good one with a good outfit here. He's kind of got the, caveman Flintstones kind of outfit. If that was just orange instead of this like light blue and black, it'd look like the Flintstone stuff going on there. Very cool, though. I do like the design. I don't know what's like a snow tiger or something. It would have fur like that. I'm not sure. But he's got this bone necklace that's really cool. He does have a belt with the R on there for Raph. It's not one that you can remove, but you see what I'm saying. And then he's got like the little bone elbow pads here. Cool looking little covers on the feet there, and then he's got the bone and knee pads. I would say Raph's another one that they put a lot of detail into. And like I said, you can see they definitely did something with like the beak. They made him a little bit bigger, make him look a little bit more cavemanish, I guess, in those terms, a caveman turtle. But yeah, Cave Turtle Raph, pretty cool. And I believe he came with like a bird, some kind of dinosaur bird. It might have been a pterodactyl or one of those types. But I'll put up the box here so you can see what he came with. Very cool figure, though. I definitely see mine has some wear and tear, but overall he looks pretty decent. Something to look forward to, finding all these guys. Put him over here for now. Now, I already talked about this guy in the 1992 video, because that's when he was originally released, the first Cave Turtle with his dingy dino here. Yeah, cool figure, and like I said, I'm not going to go back over it because I already did it in the last video from 92, but they did reissue this guy to be released with the rest of these guys, and I believe 95, not 95, 94, I think is when they released some more of these. I think that's when they came out with the villains, and I think April came out the following year. Not 100%, we'll find out for sure when we get to it, but yeah, so this is it for the Cave Turtles, guys, so let's move on to the next ones. And here we are with some more Mutations figure, Mutating April, Shredder, and Toka. Now, there was a total of 5 figures from the 93 line. Unfortunately, I do not have Razar or the Foot Soldier robot mutation, which I think that might be my favorite, is the Foot Soldier. But very cool figures. I'll put up a picture of the Foot Soldier and of the missing Razar so you can see what they looked like. Now, we'll get into these guys first. Now, I do have a loose April, and then I have her in her original packaging right here. So let's take a look at April first. Move these guys out of the way and just sit them over here for now. Alright, so let's look at her box first. Since we got both, we'll just put her off to the side here. And as you can see, clearanced. Whatever store this was, this full price for this figure is $6.44 at the time. Clearance and marked down to what we cannot see because it's been pulled off. So I'm imagining this probably was like $2-3 on clearance. That is the April figure, so she probably wasn't the best selling one, but dang. I think I just bought a reproduction of one of the turtles recently, of the Mutating Turtles, which I'm not even a fan of those. But to check it out or whatever, I bought it. I think it was like $15, $10-15 if I remember right, somewhere around there. And I think I've seen most stores selling them for like 20. So interesting that this figure was, $6 and change when it first came out back in the day, and now we buy reproductions for 3-4 times the much or not. But it is a window box, so we can see what she looked like, and you can see her in the cat form there, looking pretty cool. And she's got her claws, as you can see. I don't have the loose accessories, and then she's of course got the mutagen canister, and it looks like a suitcase or some kind of device thing going on there. But that is her in the window box. Pretty cool. The side of the box has a little bit of damage here, just wear and tear over the years, but just shows that. And of course on the back we get a nice picture there. You can see her, and then the Foot Soldier we don't have, Shredder, and all the other figures here, and just the little card that they come with and all that fun stuff. So that's about it. Here's the stuff that she comes with: a Mutating video bag and a camera. So I'm assuming is the camera is inside the bag, it's saying, I believe. So there you go with that, and then the mutagen canister. So there we go. That is what comes in that box. And let's mutate her real quick. I've never messed with these, but they're usually about the same. So we got her head in here. We'll just put it around, plop it back up. Now she's a cat lady. So there you go with that. And then usually in here, yes, we just got the hands. Same idea. Pull the hand out, rotate the other one up inside, close it up. We got that. And it'll be the same thing for the feet. If I can get this out. Sometimes these are difficult to maneuver out. There we go. We just rotate it. Much easier. Just rotate. Sometimes you got to actually rotate them yourself and pull them through. But yeah, pretty cool. So we'll just rotate this out. Easy enough. So there that is. And then if we can get her, I don't have no fingernails here. There we go. Rotate this last arm out maybe. So very simple procedure there. Now she's still got the chest there. Just compare her. So she's still got the human chest. She don't got no fur. They didn't give you so you could change that. But there she is, Catwoman in the box and Catwoman outside the box. Both in pretty, well, of course the box is going to be mint, but she is in great shape. The loose figure here. Look at that little tail or whatever's going on hanging out there. But yeah, very cool, man. Not bad. So let's take a look at one of the other guys real quick. Alright, so we'll take a look at the Shredder here. Now, he's in pretty good shape, and I wouldn't even call this really a mutating figure. He doesn't really have really a mutation. He doesn't turn into anything. He's basically puts on some armor. Not really much of a mutation, I guess, but I guess it's just about how you're transforming the figure. Putting on some clothes, basically. Putting on some armor. Some blades. But anyways, I don't have any of his accessories, so if he comes with anything, you'll see it in the box here, what he came with. And yeah, he's pretty simple transformation. So the back part pops off back here. And this thing's kind of hard to get out, but it's just a shredder helmet. And then we're going to try to put this on his head, like so. There, he's instant shredder head there. And then this part right here just folds up. You click it back in there. These go up on his shoulders, right? Should be. Something like that. They just kind of go up here. I guess they'll just hang out. I don't know how they sit. But, yeah. There should be a little... I don't know if they can pin in right there. I think that's where they go. Yeah, little pins. So there. That's better. So you got that right there. And then down here, you can see he's already got his shredderness. He's got his blades. You just kind of fold out his little karate outfit or jiu-jitsu ninja. I don't know what they call it. Whatever. Whatever he teaches. The foot. The way of the foot. And then on the side here, just like the rest of like where they usually switch out their hands, you got a some more shredder blades here. And I don't know why I can't rotate this out better. There we go. So yeah, you just do that, close it up. Same thing over here. There it is. There's Shredder. That was a pretty simple transformation from Sensei or whatever he was, the foot leader dude, to the evil Shredder. And this does not want to stay. There you go. But yeah, so that is it, man. That is the transforming Shredder. Pretty cool. So let's move on to the next one. Next up, we got Toka here. And I do like the way he looks. I do like this figure without mutating it. I don't care for it mutated much, just like I didn't really care for the Turtles mutated. But yeah, the Toka snapping turtle here. I love his shell as always. He got the little spiky shoulder guard things going on there, or armor, or whatever you want to call that. Just the shell's good and marked up. He really cool looking face. I do like the bulkier version of him, like the chunky mutating version. Looks really cool. And you can pretty much stand him. Looks great. So I do like this figure, but he's just like the Turtles, and I don't like is that he mutates just like they do. Yeah, you just got to pull the shell back or something if I can figure that out. But I much prefer him not... why isn't this coming off? There we go. Jeez, I didn't want to break the thing. But as you can see, same as the rest. You just pop his head up open here, and you'd pull it around. And I mean, that is cool. Like, you got the snapping turtle here. I wish they had like an articulated jaw, because I do like that snapping turtle head. So that's pretty cool. It looks way better than like the turtles mutating little cartoonish looking turtle heads. This almost looks realistic, like a real snapping turtle. So that's pretty cool. But I don't even want to do this part, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You got the legs, the back legs, or hind legs here, and then you fold in the other legs, and then you set him down, and he looks like a turtle. I'm not even going to go through with all that. You got the idea. It looks better probably like this anyways. If we just wanted to use his, instead of putting out those little crappy back legs or whatever like the other turtles do, and we'll just put them down like this. That's good enough for me. I don't need to do any more than that. But I do like this head. I do like the mouth open there, just the, you know, and I like how there's like this extra articulation type deal because it's a mutating figure, so you can do more with him looking up and down around. But yeah, not much else to him. I do have his, if I can find it. I had a mutagen canister, which I had with him. Right here it is. So there's the mutagen canister. They all came with this. I'll put up the box so you can see what else he came with. But yeah, that is Toka, the mutating one. And yeah, that's it for this one. So let's move on to the next. Here we are finally at the end of 1993, Part 3, the end of 1993 as we know it, as far as the Turtle line goes. Now this is the last set of figures to look at, and these are the Auto-mutations. I do have all 5 figures, the 4 brothers, and of course Bebop and Rocksteady back there. I don't have any of the accessories except for I do have some of Bebop's his weapons, but no ooze canister. So he has almost everything. But of course, all these figures come with the ooze canisters, and I'm certain that the Turtles all came with their nunchucks for Mikey and sais for Raph and so forth. But yeah, I'll put the picture up next to them as always, showing what they came with in their original packaging. But yeah, very unique figures. I don't know if these are my favorites, but they do have a little specialness to them, I guess. Let's take a look at Mikey real quick, and we'll just get a closer look at these guys, and you can see they're really round. They got this large shell back here that holds the Auto-mutation parts. But overall, pretty decent shape. This Mikey's not in bad shape at all. He still functions like he's supposed to. And each one of them has these little blades on the bottom of their feet. It's some kind of special mutation feature, I guess, but all they do is fold out, and then you have blades sticking out. Nothing special, really. I don't really see what the intrigue of doing that was. But all you really do, like there's, you can move the arms. You can move well, you can't really move the head too much. A little bit. It's really tight filling, so I don't want to mess with it too much. Can't do much with the legs, though, other than do the mutation part, which is when you squeeze them together. And there you go. That's it. That's the special feature. You squeeze the legs together, and out back of the shell opens up, and the parts flip out over their head. Pretty cool. A lot of times they're missing. As you can see, it's kind of like divided here at the top where this part hangs out. This is sometimes missing. A lot of times those parts are broken off or disappearing somewhere in the long lost reaches of the planet. But yeah, so that is it, guys. This is Night Ninja Mikey. They're all Night Ninjas, but we're just gonna call what they are Night Ninja Mikey. So yeah, that is it for him. Pretty cool though. I mean, I do like is a little unique. I do like the little chainmail looking design that they put on the mask there. You got little spikes on the shoulder pads, and you got this little, I don't know, shield vest looking thing. But yeah, cool looking stuff. Got a little emblem thing going on here on the top. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean or what that stands for, but yeah, we'll go with it. Some type of samurai type deal, night ninja deal. Let's take a look at Leonardo here. Same idea. They all look pretty much the same. They just have their color coded. He's got a little paint rub right there, but he's just blue for Leo. No big difference. He's got the little samurai ninja guard things down here, and of course he's got the blades coming out the side. So that's about it, and then we'll pull his legs together, and there he goes. So simple as that. I don't know if I like his mask or whatever you want to call that as much as I do Michelangelo's. Kind of reminds me of like I don't know if it's a fencing mask. Kind of reminds me of like a catcher's mask or something. Like we're going to go play baseball, but I don't know what I'm talking about. This might be some kind of like fancy ninja gear, but that's just what it resembles to me, not knowing much about ninja armor or samurai stuff. But yeah, still looks cool. I do like that design right there. Not bad. So we'll put him over here. Take a look at Donatello. Same idea. Just got his color-coded stuff. He's got the blades here folded over on his feet. Fancy stuff. And then we'll push his legs, and we'll do it to the side this time. So you can just see it kind of pop out there. Yeah, this one's not bad either. You got that same thing kind of like Mikey has, little chainmail looking mask. I don't know, it kind of gives me like the Man in the Iron Mask feel with this one, but yeah, a little more spooky with them eyes, the cutout eye looking part. But yeah, so this was Donatello. Like I said, all these guys are in pretty decent shape. So we'll put him over here. Hopefully he doesn't fall over. Okay, now we got Raph, same idea. He's got his color-coded red all through it. On the bottom, he's got his little spikes sticking out. And then and there we go. He's kind of got a, I was going to say monk or something, but he's kind of got more of like the ninja look that I'm used to. But these guys are all Night Ninjas too. I keep forgetting to tell. Night Ninja Raph, Night Ninja Mikey, Night Ninja Donatello, and Leonardo. So everybody is a Night Ninja. But anyways, I do like this little weird little design here. I have the R for Raphael popping out there. I don't know. Pretty cool looking. I don't know. I still think Michelangelo might be my favorite for some reason. I think that's the one I like most of all. And then we'll take a look at Rocksteady here. He looks like he's in pretty decent shape. He's got his little turtle shield protector, leg protector things here. He's got his more like a saw type deal coming out instead of like the spikes like the turtles have on the feet there. But he looks pretty good. His shell's kind of popping out, but closed it up there. Pretty cool. I think we looked at the date on any of these guys. 1993, Mirage Studios. And the same idea with him. You just push the legs. Boom. And I do like Rocksteady's because it is a little different. You got his horn sticking out here in this mask. It's a weird mask. I don't know how to explain that. And he's got this weird like hairstyle knot thing back here. But yeah, pretty cool. Nonetheless, I do like the turtle like vest thing and the shoulder pads. So I do like that. This might be my second favorite. I still think I like Michelangelo's the best, but I do like this one. Pretty cool. So we'll put him over right here. Running out of space here on my table. And here we are, Rocksteady. I mean Bebop, not Rocksteady. We just looked at Rocksteady. This is Bebop, and he comes with a couple weapons I have here. It looks like a nightstick looking thing here. I think they call it a tonfa or tonfa or something like that. But he's got this thing. But yeah, to me, I'm just going to call it a nightstick because that's what it looks like. But yeah, a little cane looking staff thing. And he comes with this mutating bracers, which there is a way. Yeah, he just kind of turns into a chain looking thing here. So that's it for that. So those are his two weapons. And then he came with an ooze canister. And then, of course, on his feet, he has these little blade-looking things like the turtles and everybody else that you can just put in there. Now, I think his mutations kind of get stuck. We'll see if it works. See, it pops out, but it doesn't pop out all the way. And I don't know if it's the spring or what's going on in there. Get that out there. Kind of gets stuck on the hood there. Now, I do like his armor and stuff as well. He's got the Foot Clan. I think that's what I like most. He has like the foot symbol here. Really cool looking. I do like the design of that. So I don't know. Maybe this is my second or third. He's up there with Rocksteady, but Michelangelo's gonna have to take it in for these guys. I think. I don't know. This is a really good one though. I do like the two bad guys, but yeah, cool stuff. But yeah, I don't know why. See, there's a little spring type action, and this shoots up. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, just do this. But this gets stuck. I noticed that a couple times because you just kind of fold this stuff back in there without breaking it. But maybe not. Okay. Okay, it worked that time. Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck in there with him for some reason. But it looks like it's working. But anyways, guys, that is it for the mutation figures. Now, these figures are not too difficult to find. Like I said, usually when you do find them, they may be missing, some parts of the armor, or sometimes those feet parts, the blades on the feet are ripped off. But yeah, they're pretty, you can find them for $10 probably, $10, $15 if you look on eBay. Of course, if you go find them in like a, Goodwill or a thrift store or something, you're probably paying a couple bucks. So up to you if you want to go the eBay easier route to find them on eBay, or do your searches on a local thrift store or flea markets or something. But yeah, these guys are not too difficult to come by. They're still pretty widely available. But like I said, you might be missing some armor and everything. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for future videos. And like I said, I'm going to do another one. I have 94 to 97 until the toy line ends, but there's honestly not too many figures after 94. 94 had a good bit of figures, and then it kind of just dies down, and there's like, you know, very little. They start making play sets and things like that. So we're not going to do much for those years. So I might just combine 94 to 97 with what I have, which is not too much. So we're looking at maybe a part 1, part 2 video. I'm thinking I can probably get through all that. Because honestly, I don't have too much. So anyway, stay tuned for that. That'll be the next video of these guys. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.